Hello, everybody. My name is Hellkaiser, and welcome back to DMC. I'm not going to call it DMC Devil May Cry or DMC 5, just DMC. That's actually the title of this game, if anyone hadn't quite caught on to that yet. See, it is DMC Devil May Cry, which is Devil May Cry, Devil May Cry. I don't know why they did that. You know, Doom 2016, or that's how people refer to it, it's just Doom. God of War or God of War 4 or God of War 2018, as people refer to it, you know, stuff like that. Okay, so I don't remember if we saw this cutscene or not, but I'm going to assume we did. There's good old Sparta. Don't know why his face is blocked here, and it looks like he has black hair, which is stupid looking, because he's got to get the white hair from somebody. He doesn't get it from Ayla, and he doesn't get it from Sparta.
My dad.
Well, you got his sword right there, and you got the symbol on your back. Come on. Okay, yeah, I think we fought this boss already. Or not this boss, but this arena. Because I remember fighting this. There we go. Not the greatest combo in the world, but not bad by any means. Now it's
trying to show me.
Now this is where we properly unlock Arbiter. I still hate the look of Rebellion. I mean, it does have at least some decals to it, or like style to make it look slightly different, but it just compared to the regular Rebellion, you know how it had all the skulls on it and the like, I don't know all the proper terms to like what you call like broadswords is like that was, but like the kind of like indentions on the sides, you know, kind of like a spearhead, you know. I don't know the cock. Come on. Okay, I almost got the full proper level, or whatever it's called. I don't know all the terms here. I'm going to say smoking sexy style, because that's just what I know. That should be the name of all of them for now. That's just the coolest. Yeah, you can't actually get that lost soul either unless you had the angel lift, which I have from the next level. See, that's what I don't like about this game, is that there's too many instances like that where they just want you to go back through the levels over. Like here, you're supposed to have, I think it's the fist one, I can't remember his name, Ernix or something like that. I just can't stand stuff like that. There's nothing wrong. Devil May Cry 5, I played through 5, 6 times. I think it was 6 is what we finally, when we went back and talked about it at the end of DMC 5, said that I did. And that's a lot, you know, especially for me, someone who does not replay games. Why do they think that I want to play through this game again, realistically? If you play through it without the story, like I've said before, it's not bad, but when you try to play through it with the story, it really isn't something you want to do. There we go, that's pretty good. I will admit, the way you can string together combos in this game is still a really good system. I still don't explain why Virgil's a freaking albino in this game and Dante is not.
Did I hear that right?
Anyways, I was saying, it's being able to go like this and then switch over into the next weapon. You know, so you can finish a combo with another weapon is not even something the original Devil May Cry series done. Even with 5, you still couldn't, like, finish a combo with another weapon. If you're doing, like, one hit with Calvary, you can't switch over to Devil Sword Dante, you know, and stuff like that. And so... Oh. Hey, hello. I don't think I've ever saw you before. There we go. Is that all the lost souls in this level now? Nope, one more. So probably would have to replay the level again. Okay, now I can get this ahead of time because I already have Osiris here. Which, this is just another location of a lost soul, but the spiders are at least worth my time. And these, like, cocoon-looking things. Crap. Crap, do you mind? Do you mind? Dang. These guys got some reach. There we go. Now I found my groove, and I lost my groove as quick as I found it. Dang it. Okay, that was terrible, just because I kept getting messed up with their frickin' shields.
That was me. I remember this.
It's interesting that they were playing with, like, little kids' shields, yet neither Dante nor Virgil has ever used shield in their life.
I didn't ask for your help.
I wonder what these women that's supposed to be next to the statue are supposed to represent. Because if this is supposed to be like Sparta in chains, they don't really do nothing with it. Maybe because it was a sequel, like this is supposed to be, or I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a representation of his mind, or maybe it is supposed to be Sparta. But who are the women? Because as far as we know, Sparta never had any other children or any other wives. But this is a reboot timeline, so maybe this is supposed to be setting up for something else, but they don't really ever say.
Where am I?
It becomes kind of annoying trying to figure it out.
Am I dreaming?
Yeah, you're supposed to use the new tool you'll get here, the whip, which you've seen me using both the whip from the demon version and the angel version. Which, as you can see, it's just the same handle from Rebellion, just it changes over into other things, which is kind of annoying.
Oh yeah.
Like, you can clear that ledge with just the double jump and the angel dash rather than anything else. But I guess they had to tutorialize you here. And if you don't do it in order, sometimes it will break certain sequences to where you can't do it in order.
Out you come.
There we go. Hello.
Get over here.
Nice Scorpion reference. Okay, that was not too bad. Could have been better, though. The one thing I can't stand about games like this is, especially when you're required to do all this, it seems like you can't get as good a combo early on until you go back and replay the game. Like when I first played Devil May Cry 5, I mean, it's got a little bit easier of a method because it seems naturally easier to get the high styles. But a lot of these games seem to require you to have every upgrade, and it does kind of make you feel like you're weak until you go back and play it the second time. I mean, I guess that's just the style of the genre. But I feel like I'm messing up a lot, but then I think, well, if I had all the weapons, I wouldn't be, you know? Especially, it's not so bad in stuff like the regular Devil May Cries and stuff, because you get so many weapons and you can just chain together different weapons. But in this game, each weapon has very few skills, so you're just having to constantly keep swapping between them, and it does become a little difficult.
So what else have you got?
Okay, I hear that other lost soul, so I'm guessing, yeah, he's supposed to be like something down here, and I just cannot access that area. Can you please hit that? There we go. Yeah, that's another secret mission that we already done. Yeah, you can angel lift this too, which makes some of these platforms a bit redundant. I did my best to get my best possible time in this mission by just using the angel lift to get past most of these hazards, and even then, apparently I wasn't doing good enough to please this game. Because you saw my score in the last episode.
Sparta! They're here! They're here! They found us!
What the hell happened here?
We've got to get out. Now! Hurry! Come on, quickly!
Okay, I got something to say about some of the character design in this game. We saw Sparta in the original game, and we don't even see Sparta's face proper. Like even in his own portrait, which has always been a little bit more scarred up, but we've seen his costumes. We know what he looks like. We've seen his devil trigger. You know, he has the white hair, the purple jacket, you know, white gloves, the monocle. Very regal looking, you know, very elder vampire sitting in a throne in his dark castle talking about what how man is a pile of miserable secrets and lies and stuff, you know, that type. We see how Virgil is very similar in terms of his outward look and appearance, you know. Maybe Dante's more like his actual appearance. We never see his personality enough to know. We know what Ava looked like, because Dante's always had a picture of her on his desk on almost every game, as far as I know. Except for 3, or, yeah, I think at the end of 3, and I don't think in 2. And so we kind of get what she looks like, and of course, she looks like a normal human, but we know almost nothing about her. In this game, you know, you don't know nothing really about the characters. You see a little bit of Ava, but you see more of her than you ever have before, which I give them credit for doing that. But I have a couple of questions here, and maybe this is just my normal mentality trying to explain this very strange game. But if your mom is an angel and you don't know no difference, really, I mean, like she's human or they're human, and your father's the devil, why don't they just walk around in their regular forms? Like, maybe I understand old Sparta from the original timeline walking around in human form, because maybe he didn't like his demonic half. I mean, he fought off half of hell for whatever reason, and because his children were half human, maybe he didn't want to scare them, or maybe he showed them at a certain point, but just didn't like to walk around in it. I don't know how to explain that. In this version, though, she's supposed to be an angel, right? So why doesn't she have angel wings? You know what I mean? A halo, anything. Black wings like a fallen angel because she's, with the devil. Whatever, however you want to explain that. Why don't they show her looking slightly angelic? You know what I mean? She just looks like a normal human. And to me, it's one of those things that's a missed opportunity, to say the frickin' least, Okay, let's jump into the next area. Okay, I'm sorry to keep pausing, but I gotta pause again because I gotta ask another question here. This is one of the things that really has bugged me. I wanted to save some of these questions for this, what do you call it, essay video I'm going to do. But how do these demons control Limbo? Can the angels control Limbo? We don't even ever properly see an angel as far as I can recall in this game. But how is Limbo controlled? And if that's the case, how does anyone ever really get out? He says he's been in Limbo before, find and kill the guy who's controlling it. Well, who is controlling it? Is it just different demons controlling it at any given point? Is it all like Mundus controlling it? They don't ever really explain that. And to me, you don't always need to explain with words. You can explain by showing us or something. But this game tends to do a lot of talking, and it's got scenes a lot about foul mouth language and stuff. And you think maybe they could cut off on a little bit of the cuss words and a little bit more of the how does this work, Maybe that's just me, but I'd like to see that. Cock. There we go.
No. Come on. How did they find us?
Also, I'm sorry to pause again and talk, but I can't really play and talk good. They don't ever really say it, and it's hard to see. There's pictures. Arbiter is a demonic axe, and Osiris is an angelic scythe. Now, both of these have the same hilt, handguard. However, that's not a handguard, but for anyone who doesn't, the handle, to put it in simple terms, as Rebellion. It's not as easy to see, but it is the same handle, just stretched as needed for each one. Does that mean Arbiter was a devil arm, or just a weapon that Sparta used? Does that mean that Osiris was Ava's weapon? This is the sort of thing where it would have made a lot of sense. And Ebony and Ivory was, of course, made by Nell Goldstein, Nico from DMC5's grandmother. They were very cool pistols. I actually have a replica set of them I ordered. I think I mentioned that in an older Devil May Cry video. I have both this set and the regular. And while I do kind of like the way these don't even bother having a slot for a magazine, because there's no point, because he never reloads them anyway, and don't even have a place for the bullets to fly out, even though for some reason shells drop out, it looks like. There's not a spot that I can see on them. Who made his guns for him? Did he just make them himself? Because one's white and one's black, Ebony and Ivory. Does this mean that now, instead of just having a musical theme, like song and stuff like that in the keyboard, that it's supposed to be angel and demon? Does that mean they came from his soul or something like Devil's Sword Dante did? They could take the time to kind of explain some of this to us just a little bit, but they never do. And it just sort of becomes a little bit there's a lot of questions, and maybe if they'd done a sequel game, we would have got more. But you know, your first impression of a reboot is what a lot of people think about. I mean, you can say what you will, but ultimately, as far as I'm concerned, how it feels the first time I play it is what means a lot to me. I want to know within the first couple of hours if I'm really going to like this reboot or if I'm not going to like this reboot. And I don't really require much else in between. And it seems like they're too busy trying to set up like this really punk, you know, I don't give a damn kind of attitude sort of thing to set up the characters and make everybody edgy and just curse a lot and not really much else. You know, call every woman a bitch or a whore or a slut or some other negative phrase. Also,
Mom?
Ava's picture here, it looks like she has red hair. Yet it looks like in her flashbacks, which is like see-through translucent, it looks more like she's brown-haired. In fact, there it looks more like she's brown-haired, just got like this blood stain over her face.
Fucking demons.
See, again. There we go. That was a good combo. I'm sorry I don't really do a lot of talking during the fighting. I don't know how you could really do that and pay good attention to these fights. Because, see, the reason I thought that the weapons come from the portraits is, see, he literally is touching them, and it looks like power is flowing into him. So I assume it's like a portion of his mother's power, like they somehow hit the weapons in their portraits for their kids. I know, shut up.
Gets better and better.
I know. Crap, you messed up my combo. Crap, you messed up my combo. How dare you? And of course that messed up my combo again. I hit the dodge button. I don't know what else to do about that. There we go. Okay, nothing over there as far as I know. Yep. Some of the problems I have with this game is just stuff like that. How sometimes it just seems very difficult to always keep your you can't see because you didn't even properly have a lock on in the original version of this game. It's sometimes hard to move and hit the targets you mean to hit. And see, it just sounds like normal people coming after her.
Away from me!
You know, she doesn't really sound that... It doesn't sound like it's that bad of a deal. It sounds more like a police raid than it does sound like, you know, a demonic attack that caused her to die and stuff. And I wish that we got to see her fight. It's a missed opportunity, at the least. I don't think I ever finished that thought. To have it kind of hinted at that this is like his mother's weapon, you know, and not ever let her actually fight. Because we don't see jack of her in the original trilogy. Or not even trilogy, but original series. And it would have been so cool to finally get to see Ava put in the spotlight. You know, give her a much better role in the story. have her be like, you know, an actual character for once, other than just the thing that gave birth to the Sons of Sparta. And they just sort of ruined it again. You know, they said they wanted to make this reboot completely different than the original Devil May Cry games. Well, that was your opportunity, you know? They gave you one job. You need Angel Lift, by the way, to get to that one as well. I don't know where the key is. I think you're supposed to go through one of those areas where you had to ground pound, and so you can't get to that secret mission either, which affects your completion score. Okay, a blue rose, if I'm not mistaken. Like that. I don't get what their big deal with the roses are. I think I've said it before. I might not have. I'm going to pause one more time. I apologize. If you recall from Devil May Cry 4 and 5, Nero's pistol, which I also have a replica of, is called the Blue Rose. His weapon is called the Red Queen. And if you really think about that, that sounds more like something Dante would have. You know, at least the Red Queen, because his color is red. But it's also a gambling term. If you know that a lot of his skills are based off gambling terms. Yeah, Red Queen, Queen of Hearts, or Queen of Diamonds. I'm pretty sure it's Queen of Hearts, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not a big card player. But the Blue Rose is specifically Nero's weapon. Now, Capcom said they wanted Nero to be the main character in 4 simply because they didn't want Dante's the main character. That was Capcom's decision, you know, the publisher, not the developer's decision. That was more their kind of pressure to make Nero. Well, the fact that Dante's mother in this game likes blue roses, and that technically, because she's Sparta's wife, that would make her the Red Queen, especially because in this game he wears red instead of purple. You know, I don't know if they just because of this game's very muddled history, to put it that way. You know, it's one of those games. It's almost as interesting as Duke Nukem Forever to read about how much trouble it went through. You know, in terms of the publisher meddling and interfering with Ninja Theory. What if they were trying to... If they got Nero and Dante confused, which is very easy to if you didn't actually play the games, especially when 4 had come out because they look so alike, or did they just were told to make it more about Nero than Dante? It's something I'd honestly like to know because it's an interesting question. And in the original games, we always see Ava wearing red, so that would also make her the Red Queen. Okay, another one of those chains to set free. The thing is, that actually looks like that would have been a heck of a cool boss fight, Bayonetta style. And it seems like, again, another missed opportunity. Now we get the proper angel pull, not that I haven't already been using it. There we go. Just zip across this level as quick as a hiccup.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, you can lift towards enemies. I don't know why you do that particularly. Cock. There we go. That was a good combo. That's one thing I like about this game, is that they're more forgiving about using repeated skills than Devil May Cry's original series was, which is something I kind of wish that the new game might introduce some more, because they took a lot of elements from this reboot when they did 5. Especially when you look at like Virgil's kit with his doppelganger and his judgment cuts being modified.
Why am I unleashing?
And so I feel like they could have done a little bit more here, you know, taken from this game, because it did have some good parts, but Lord knows some of the parts are just so bad you can't really praise the good when there's too much bad. Also, why they designed some of these demons to look like frickin' babies is beyond me. Dang, I reflected that back to him. Hail to the king, baby. Let's rock. I think we're at the end of the level now. And of course, Sparta's face is smashed in this picture too. I guess they wanted to save him for like another game and maybe like redesign him with white hair or something. I don't know. But it looks odd that they're both blackish brown headed and Virgil just looks like a freaking albino. There she looks more red-headed.
She gave this to me. I had a brother too. We were a family. I had no idea.
Yeah, she's clearly red-headed in these portraits, so I'm going to say she's red-headed. So where did frickin' Virgil get the white hair in this game?
The demons found us.
See, that's supposed to be the hunters. That's what
When they broke in,
Dante fought. You mean tell me Sparta and Ava couldn't handle one or multiple of those hunters, which were pretty frickin' easy? What were these angels doing while Ava was getting attacked then? Could they not do nothing because she had fallen for a demon?
she gave her life so that we could escape. I will never forget what he did to her.
Stuff like that's what really pisses me off about this game.
Took my brother and I away.
So you see his face a little bit there. He looks
Hid us
ugly.
safely amongst the humans.
I'll explain what I mean in a
Memories to
minute.
protect us. That's why it all went black. Until now.
You're not even going to take the picture. Okay, now, a couple of things there. Number one, other than the main menu screen where we see the angel's about to give him a blowjob from the looks of it, and that one scene right there where they're like surrounding Dante and his mother, what exactly were the angels doing? I mean, apparently they come and suck him off every once in a while, but what did they do to save Ava? I mean, what's the point? Because we don't see angels in-game ever, or at least any that look like that, other than just that strip club angels, which aren't angels. I mean, it would have made sense if some character in the game, maybe Virgil, said the angels couldn't interfere because she was now a fallen or an outcast or something like that. But that they were like her sisters and they loved her and they were horrified to watch. Or maybe we met an angel that was there and said they wish they could have done something they regretted every day. You know, anything. What's the point? I know that they had an outside artist to draw those like flashback cutscenes, as far as I recall. But if you're going to have somebody do artwork for your game, tell them what your game's going to be, because it makes a very bad disconnect. Because if it's in the game, it is canon unless it is later in another game shown as no longer canon. You know, reworked in another way. Like Dante's backstory of how Ava has died in the regular games has like changed twice. Stuff like whether Virgil ever was Gilver when he was himself or Nilo Angelo and used guns, it may or may not be canon, you know, stuff like that. But when you show literal angels in the game, but then you never show them in game and never give a reason why things happen, it just looks freaking odd. You know what I mean? It's bad game design to do stuff like that. Okay, that said something. I had no idea what it said. Okay, I guess they hate me. Big surprise there. Dante's such a dick, I'm surprised anybody actually might like him. He seemed friendly in those flashbacks when he's a kid, so what exactly made him such a unlikable douche? Settle in for quite a few minutes of cutscene here, by the way. I haven't said it yet, but I do kind of like the ideas for their coats. I'm not going to lie. I like the black within the blue and red accents. You know, I do like some of the ideas they did with the coats.
Our mother gave these to us. I think she knew that this moment would come, that we would find each other.
Why separate them anyway?
Sparta.
I mean, wouldn't they be stronger together?
A fate worse than death, they say. He's never coming back.
Yeah, see, he kind of looks a bit ugly compared to the very handsome, debonair man we see in the original games. Why make him so... Well, I mean, these guys ain't exactly as good looking as the original Dante and Virgil either.
Above all, I want to know who's responsible for all this.
Okay, so what was our final score? A B. Apparently we got a D for 20 minutes, which I was moving a little slower than I did before, but that was pretty good. And apparently 22,500... I'm not good with saying numbers like that. 254,000, thank you. God. Style points is not enough for an S rank. So what exactly do they expect you to do, you know what I mean? Okay, shop, upgrades. Okay. Roulette's about the only actual skill I still don't have for any of my weapons. Might not be a bad idea to level up something like Raise, because I really use that a lot. I'd like to have something like Rainstorm, because that is just a good ability. And then there's abilities like Angel Evade, which would be kind of nice, but it's so hard to do, because think about the buttons. One of the things I will say about this game that is annoying is they expect you to have so many freaking fingers on your hand that you can hit multiple buttons. Triangle, triangle, then in the pause, hit the right trigger with the devil weapon, and blah, 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 and then circle and all this. I mean, you have to be really fast with your hands. If you or someone was suffering with arthritis or a bit older, it would not be easy. And we'll just get Roulette this time. And then I'll get Rainstorm. And when I meant settle in, I mean, I think there's like a 5-7 minute cutscene on this. Yeah, right here at this part.
This place?
Yeah, I remember coming here.
My mother used to bring us here.
Tell me everything.
It looks pretty crappy. Lots of cool
Some things
graffiti,
have always
though.
been. There have always been angels. There have always been demons. And there have always been at war.
And they're naked here.
9 millennia.
So are
one
angels
demon
just
rose
that
through the
slutty in
ranks
this
to
version
take
of the
power
world?
over
I
the
wouldn't be
dark
surprised.
warriors, the strongest, the cruelest. Mundus. But Mundus did not rise alone. At his right hand was his most trusted lieutenant, his blood brother.
Sparta.
But Sparta betrayed him. He fell in love with an angel, Eva. The secret union
So she has
between
blue
angel and
wings.
demon was inconceivable. But it happened. And with it came new life. Twin boys. You and I. A hybrid of the warring angel and demon races.
It's nice that their
When
story's
Mundus
been
learned of
graffitied
Sparta's
onto the
betrayal,
wall.
his
Either
fury knew no limit.
Ava or Sparta were
He hunted
great
the lovers down.
street artists.
Eva was murdered by his own hand. And for Sparta, he demanded a more brutal fate. Endless punishment and pain. But even as Eva was destroyed, and Sparta was imprisoned for eternity, each knew that the seed for their revenge had already been sown. Because according to legend, the only beings that can slay a demon king are Nephilim, a hybrid of angel and demon. Those hybrids now exist, you and I.
Okay, you just blown your whole story to hell within literally 5 seconds of telling it. When whole thing's over, I will talk about it.
Child was born,
Also, you got someone following behind you, fellas.
and each had been hidden well. Sparta armed his sons. The rebellion for Dante. The Yamato for Virgil.
Nice that they're both on the wall, too.
So,
And it's not the Yamato, it's the Yamato or the Yamato. That's literally how it's said.
we're the offspring of angels and demons.
I like the happy
Father,
family
Angel
thing
Mother.
on the wall, too.
We are Nephilim. The only ones that can slay the Demon King.
Good. How?
Spotter. Fucking demon collaborators.
Of course, Virgil has to cuss, too.
I'll find Kat. She'll get you out. Stand firm.
Why wouldn't he be getting dragged in, too? Okay, I've got to talk. I'm sorry. This game just... Oh, boy. When you have your character say the union between angels and demons is inconceivable, but it happened, and then less than 5 seconds later he says, the only thing that can kill a demon king is a Nephilim, then it's not inconceivable. If somebody has wrote a legend, or a story, the only thing, it's not a legend, the only thing that can kill the Demon King is a Nephilim, then they frickin' existed. You know? That's plain. So, it's not like it's inconceivable then. I don't understand. If it's first off, if a horse and a donkey can create a mule, or I said a horse and a mule can create a donkey, then it's possible. You know, if human history is true, which you can't contribute the same thing to angels and demons, but if something can screw, we're probably going to sleep with it. You know, it's just how it is. I don't understand why they had to complicate this story, you know, making them so special, which they already were special in the regular game because there wasn't that many human-demon hybrids. We don't ever even see anymore, but we do see human and demon couples, so we can assume that there will be others eventually, perhaps. But why make them so special when in the original game, Sparta himself defeated Mundus? He didn't need no sons. He didn't need no human blood. He fought them off as a full devil, fought his whole army off, and imprisoned him. And then Dante did the same thing. So if those two could do it, by themselves, mind you, single army of one, from the way it's described, then why does he need to be some special Nephilim race? And we don't even really see a lot of angelic abilities coming from him, or demonic. I mean, he just seems normal for most of the game. So, I mean, it feels like a lot of this is just so much bull crap. You know what I mean? It's like they wanted to complicate a story that didn't need complicating. It's like Cinderella or something. Everyone knows the story. Do you need to make it worse? Okay, who else wants some? Oh crap, chainsaw dude. There we go. Those things are a pain in the arse, but they're not that bad.
Ready. Come on.
Hang on, I got work to do.
Dante, over here.
Hang on a minute. I don't think I have any money for anything right now. Nope, but I will. Oh, hello. I've never seen you before.
Can you get across?
I'll have to find another way.
Well, actually, I already have the angel lift. There we go. That's a lost soul I never found before. Okay. I don't have enough money to worry about buying nothing. I don't have enough points to buy anything. And of course, more enemies. There we go. Cock. You messed up my really good combo there. There we go. Hail to the king, baby. With pleasure. The only area I haven't been able to get to here is the area you see right here. That's literally the best height I can get. I don't exactly know what I need to do to get there. I've tried. Trust me, I have tried. Maybe it's just something I haven't done right or have messed up. There we go. Thanks for the health. There's going to be a guy pop up here. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, now as you can see, there is like a little ledge there, but I don't know how to properly like grab that ledge enough that I could do much with it.
Another blue rose.
And now this is where we properly get the angel lift.
How much of your childhood do you recall?
It'd be nice if instead of just going back to the same tutorial ground to free that statue a little bit more, maybe when it was like an angel ability, we'd free like memories of her mother, of his mother, and demon memories would be like angel, or would be like memories of his father. I mean, I know that it's easier to talk about ideas than it is to always do it because there's publishers and creative differences and a bevy of other things that cause issue, and I hope I use that word correctly. But I mean, when you think about it, fans could write a better Devil May Cry story than this game ultimately presents. Just simply, you know, this game wouldn't have been so bad if they just didn't call them Dante and Virgil, but it still would be a bad story, and you could think of a lot of ideas, because this is a really solid foundation. It really, really is. This is a cool premise for a game. An angel and a demon having children, and those children going out for revenge. But it's executed so poorly that you think, you know, how much wasted potential there is. Okay, what did I do wrong there? Explain that to me.
Getting the hang of this.
Okay, let's go. Oh, I see what I gotta do. And of course, somehow that's messed up. There we go, finally. Some of this platforming, it's not as bad as like the regular Devil May Cries. Lord knows they've never been good with platforming. But you'd think that, especially with the focus being more on platforming, that they could have made it just a little bit better there than just like these perfect jumps.
You know my name. Flying rats.
Actually, they're flying demon baby looking thing. Okay. Crap. There we go. I'll try one more time to free that. Especially now that I've got the easier way to get back up there. And even with that, he still doesn't pull up. Okay. What the... What's the point of this then? He's clipping through it, is what's happening, it looks like. I can't double jump or nothing, so that's completely freaking useless. So how do you get up there? Because I don't have no way of... That's the highest height advantage he can get without some sort of aid. So maybe I need some sort of like angel boosted jump, which I don't have, and so too bad for me, I guess. Okay. What abilities should I get now? Trickster Angel of Aid. Does that mean I could go up? I don't know. Doesn't matter though anyway, I've only got the one upgrade. Let's get Rainstorm. Okay. Ricochet. Yeah, that's not a bad ability. But I'll go ahead and get Rainstorm. Better to have something useful than something that may be useful. Also, let me show you Rainstorm real quick. You can hold down the button and it goes longer, but why so slow? It's, you know, it seems a little bit like he's breaking the laws of physics, which, I mean, he's a Nephilim, so I guess he can do that, but it seems like you're going to almost guarantee yourself to get hit if you're close to the ground.
Silver Sachs Tower, the world's most powerful investment bank. And who runs it?
Mundus.
CEO, Kyle Ryder. A human vessel.
Did he look any more demonic if he tried with the weird dots on his head and the scarred up eye?
To Mundus, the world is a factory farm for human souls. And he likes to keep his animals monitored and docile. The monitoring is done by the Raptor News Corporation, a global network of CCTV cameras, satellites, and spies. The way he keeps us docile is a little more insidious.
What is it?
It's in your hand. Planet Earth's most popular soft drink, Virility.
The fact that Virgil is wearing medical gloves from the looks of it.
It's okay. It has no effect on us, only humans.
For no real reason, and the fact that Dante's still wearing his gloves is a little odd looking, don't you think?
That's the Hellgate, a conduit from which Mundus draws his power. While he's connected to the Hellgate, he's immortal. But we get him away from the Hellgate, and our swords will do the rest.
So, how do we do that?
We get his attention. Mundus is petty. He's impulsive. If we hit him where it hurts, let his anger rule him, I believe we can draw him out.
Okay, so
that is
to kill
foolish.
Mundus, we need to drag him away from the Hellgate. We do that by pissing him off.
Roughly speaking, yes.
And we piss him off by taking out the Raptor News Network and Virility.
That's it.
Which one do you want to do first?
Okay, let's see what our score is for this. A B. Okay, I got a terrible time score there. Maybe I should have just angel lifted my way from there to the next one. I want to talk for a minute while we got a chance here. Couple of things I can't stand about this game too is, I think I've said it before, but if I haven't, missed opportunity to say the least. One of the things I can't stand about this game, I can show you some of the concept art while we talk. You know, there's like some decent ideas for art. Like the whole idea of Limbo looks really freaking cool. Yeah, and some of these like level designs. But why not let Dante and Virgil like work together? You know what I mean? It seems like one of the main faults I've always had with the main story of Devil May Cry is that you have two very cool characters. One that's a smart mouth, wisecracking, doesn't give a crap attitude character. The other one, very calm, cool, and collected. Together, they complement each other so well, you know. Just their back and forth at the end of 5 just is really good, you know, and stuff like that. Just finally seeing the brothers talk, and the way that Virgil's the only one who properly responds to Dante's dialogues, you know. He just rolls with the playful nature of his brother instead of just getting on to him. I thought that was so well done in 3. Why not let them work together, you know, co-op? Or because they literally say they're taking on 2 places, why not let the campaign be you play some levels as Virgil and some levels as Dante? I've always wanted that. I hope 6 does that. Because Virgil's such a cool character. Let us play Virgil, you know? This was an opportunity to fix a wrong done by the original creators by letting one of their coolest characters be sidelined because of what another developer had done. And so this was a chance to like fix the slate. If they'd just done a little bit better they could have made this the best Devil May Cry game ever made. It just would take some script changes and listening to what fans want. I mean, Sonic Mania is a game that was made almost entirely by fans, and you saw how that turned out. Not every game is that answer, but you know, especially when you're going to do a reboot, the best thing to do, realistically, I mean, nowadays we have so many ways of interacting with each other. You can get on Twitter, Facebook, your own website, whatever it is, and just request, you know, they could get on Twitter and say, yeah, we are developing a new Devil May Cry game, but they want to make sure to keep it surprise so that the clicks and stuff will go up or something, I don't know. But they could go up there and say, we're making a new Devil May Cry game. We're launching a survey on our website or a questionnaire. Tell us what you think is the most important aspects of Devil May Cry. And just do like a little thing, or let people write up things. You don't have to read everything, but you could read, like hire a few people to read like the first 3 dozen letters or something like that. And I think that would have been so cool that if they would have listened to fans and fixed certain issues. But unfortunately they didn't do that. But anyway, that's about all the time we got. And it's just like, I like that costume. If you don't know what this one is, this is from the, what do you call it? The original trailer that was shown, and it's like a spray painted coat. I really like the idea for that one. I wish they'd kept that kind of design. You can tell some of these designs meant that they were really close to the original idea. But anyway, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening.